Hello, Dawnsbury citizens. We have entered this Aeon megastructure. We fought our way past skeletons and oozes, past a monitor who had 8 sides, very polyhedronic, who would not let us pass and demanded we get out. And then some demons that were guarding something called the Profane barrier, which does not worry me at all, because it is not the expansion title or anything. Unable to penetrate the Profane barrier, after a long rest, you follow the city map to a control center from which you could disable the barrier. That sounds useful.
Nothing's trying to kill us in here?
That statue looks dangerous.
What gave it away?
Well, it could be just a statue. Maybe the ancient Aeons worshipped hooded figures with menacing stares and sharp scythes.
Or it's a death trap that casts a save or die spell on the first person to come near.
Phantasmal Killer makes you think you're facing your worst nightmare. It deals heavy mental damage unless you pass a will save. On a critical failure, you make a secondary fortitude save. And if you fail that one, you die outright.
It's dangerous then. But we could risk it anyway. What's the chance we fail 2 saves in a row?
Or maybe there's a way to disable the trap. Either way, our objective here is to unlock and open the doors before us and enter the control center.
DC 29 will mitigates, and if we critically fail that, so if we get a 19 or less on our will save, then we have to make a fortitude save or die. So Anna would fail on a 7 or less, 5 or less, 6 or less, 7 or less. So something like a 30% chance to do a save or die probably is not something I really want to be doing. So fortunately there's a nice purple line over to the side. Let's see where this leads. Aha! 2 giant phantasmal killer rats. Truly the thing that scared us in the world. We have slain the rats. This will deactivate the statue for sure. Oh, this rat is a bit scarier. We did it! Hooray! The rat has been vanquished. Huh, the statue's still active. I can't imagine why. Pass up more healer blessings. A shadow, but not a greater shadow. That's good. I am actually going to try to send Scarlet up first if she gets her strength drained. It's not as big of a deal. Also Safi. Critical failure at 1 hit points. Yeah, we're enfeebled 1, but that's okay. As long as we're using our bow, it makes no difference at all. But now we can come up, drop some justice.
A door opened. More undead coming from the left chamber.
But it looks like that has now been disabled, fortunately. Success, okay. Scarlet. Prepare the gravity weapon. Everything is still blocked. We'll hunt prey there, I guess. Safi. You get a healer's blessing. You get a healer's blessing. Everyone gets a healer's blessing. It's another one of those mummy guardians who can paralyze us. The mummy can move 20 feet. 1, 2... So we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and still smack us. Okay, so we actually do need to move back slightly here, and then I think we're okay. Bard spells can move up to here, launch a telekinetic projectile, which missed because we rolled a 1. Okay, that guy right in front of us. Sure, let's try to take him out. Good. Gonna hunt the mummy, and let's move back to a bit more safety. Reach spell. Did took a half its health away. Here comes the guardian. And paralyzed everyone? Failure. Critical failure. 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 Okay, everyone rolled. Okay. Well, that's not good. Safi now has mummy rot. That could be very bad. Now has a 25% chance to fail every spell. Okay. And we can do a lingering dirge of doom here. Well, at this point, Safi has the rot. Scarlet, I care less if you get it at this point. So, Disrupt Undead. I'm trying to make sure Honor doesn't get it too. We don't want both casters with it. I should have moved Safi further back. But everyone, I didn't think he'd get paralyzed and then get hit and then fail his save. But he did all of that. Yeah, we knocked him prone, so then he had to stand up. I think we can... I'm gonna burn a True Strike here. Make sure he goes down. Okay. We're a little banged up here, but generally okay so far. Except for the mummy rot. But it seems things aren't over yet. Let's see what else we're gonna find up here. Maybe nothing. I kind of want to do a 3-action heal here. Yeah, I'm not doing anything right here. Same for you. Okay, so that, I guess, unlocked those doors. Alright, well, let's see what happens. It worked! Hooray! You may notice it also heals significantly more because it does have the Healer's Blessing, which is a +6 bonus to everything. So that's what? Like a 40% boost or something like that? Pretty significant. Probably okay.
Apologies, esteemed visitors, but your presence here is in violation of our standing orders. Only Aeons, Prismatic Polyhedra, and Undead may be here. You're not any of these creature types, and we will need to remove you.
We'll need to defeat these monitors as well if we want to move forward.
Okay, then. We should have Bless covered. All that thing has to do is move like 5 feet to the right, and it'll be in range of Tok'Zar. So let's do Lingering Dirge of Doom. Scarlet, get up here. Hunt Prey. Yeah, now we're doing the chaotic damage. Oh, right, it shifts its energy resistance, so now it has chaotic resistance until it's dealt something else. Okay, so that means the chaotic damage is actually not that helpful versus these with their energy resistance. That's a lot of debuffs. Roll to 1, of course. We are sickened. Let's see. They're sickened 2 and slowed 1 as long as the target's sickened on a critical success. So in theory, I think that... No, negative energy damage and sickened 1. Okay, so we're going to have to retch to get rid of it. Okay, but the DC is 29. And we have a 9 fortitude right now. So we would have to roll a natural 20 to do that. So I think that means we're not going to get it. What's left is 2 hit points. Okay, Anna's been better. Fizzled due to stupefied, of course. That is the real big problem here. Missed. Hunter's aim. Try again. This time big heal. Fizzles due to stupefied. Okay. That could kill Anna right here, actually. We might die because we got the mummy rot and then we fizzled twice with a 25% chance each. That's a 6% chance of happening. I think Anna dies here. I don't think there's anything we can try guidancing her. I don't know if that. I don't think that helps. Okay, what happened with Anna? Okay, she succeeded on her check. Oh, the poison damage is on a different time than the other. The poison is different than the persistent damage. Okay. But yes, she's a dying 3. If she hadn't succeeded on her recovery check, she would have just died there. So Scarlet's going to have to heal her. And I'm sitting over here without the bless bonus because we're trying to save in this freaking mummy rot. Alright, so we're gonna have to cast our 2-action heal here. And take our hunted shot. Let's try to toss a level 2 heal. That one worked. And to grab your stuff. Try to push forward here. We're doing some damage bit by bit. Anna's kind of in our way right now, and she will continue to be. That time it worked. Okay. And then Meta Magic, Dirge of Doom, did some damage. Now we can finally use our champion reaction. It stayed prone. Interesting.
The control center is right ahead.
Good. Let's hope we can shut down the Profane barrier from there.
Something lawful evil waits inside.
Of course it does. Team huddle, everyone. Before we enter yet another deadly encounter, I wanted to tell you, I'm really happy to be on this adventure with all of you. I appreciate you, and I'm really, really proud of you. I think we've gone really far as an adventuring party and as friends. Scarlet, I'm extremely thankful for all your assistance. Not just your perception and intelligence, but also your leadership. You're quiet, but you have it in you.
Well, thank you, Anna.
Safi, your talent, knowledge, and skill are extraordinary. Children of your age shouldn't be called upon to defend their hometown from dangerous threats, but you took the role bravely anyway.
It's all good. I know you guys will resurrect me if it comes to it.
Tokdar, we wouldn't have been able to get anything done without your strength, willpower, and determination.
It's an honor to serve in your party, battle leader. Now may I suggest we stop the mushy stuff? It's time to crack some bad guy skulls.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Pick up your weapons, Dawnsbury 4.
Sadly, the mummy rot does persist on us. And that's... we have, I guess this is the boss fight. I guess we find, inside the control center, you find more than you could have hoped for. An Aeon, a member of that ancient ancestry that created a point of light. And yet, I don't know, held prisoner by the demons or something. We gotta rescue it, I guess. Let's see. Runestone of Disrupting. Tok'dar already counts as disrupting, I think, with the Blade ally. So, when we can't put it on this Anarchic crossbow, Anarchy, the Anarchy rune, the bow with the Anarchy style rune. How about that? So let's give it to this, I guess. Safi should also have something in his other hand. Potion of Quickness, Haste. It's actually very useful. Okay, here we go.
We're not alone.
What is that creature?
The creature's name is Ciel, and it's an Aeon, one of the original world builders and stewards of our point of light.
An Aeon? Wait, how do I know this?
The Aeon is speaking with you with his advanced envisioning ability. This is not telepathy. You aren't receiving words or images. You are receiving a new understanding directly into your mind. The communication style can be disconcerting, but it is how the Aeon chooses to communicate, and you'll need to suffer it.
An Aeon. Creatures like this are said to have created our plane.
They did. The Aeons built this plane, and 1,499 others, and equipped all of them with a powerful defense against the evil from the stars. The Great Axiomatic Barrier. The Great Axiomatic Barrier was a planetary-sized living spell. A shield that would destroy all the agents of chaos who would threaten the plane.
A planet-sized shield that kills everything chaotic?
But during the night of the shooting stars, nothing like that happened. The meteors just fell, with demons in them.
I think by then, the spell had already failed.
The spell was weakening for centuries, as the Aeons and monitors maintaining it died. In the end, there was only one Aeon left, the one speaking to you in this room. And 79 years ago, even this Aeon didn't have enough power left to maintain the spell, and the spell collapsed entirely.
And now, the demons came in.
The Starborn teleported in suddenly, without warning, and with a small army. He seized the ritual room. He reused the spell's framework, but rewove its parameters. Its area is small now, but expands with each new ritual, each new sacrifice, each new breakthrough the demons make.
The demons want to expand the Profane barrier to cover the whole plane, forcing everyone against it.
What?
Only evil creatures would survive. Everyone else would die. Imagine the chaos. An ultimate victory for the demons.
What do you mean?
I know well what she means. Imagine what happens if you learn that you must be evil to survive.
Oh. You do your best to become evil.
Mass chaos and infighting among mortals. Betrayals, murders, pain. A feast for the demons.
You said you were the last Aeon left, but I thought outsiders were ageless, immortal.
A myth. All creature types wither and die over time. All except one.
It's a witch!
That's why I sense lawful evil.
Only one Aeon is left to protect our point of light from the demonic invaders, and it will protect the plane. Its alignment will allow it to enter the shielded area. Its power will allow it to destroy the Demon Lord.
Should we attack the Aeon or help it?
You need to do nothing except surrender your souls to the Aeon's undead hunger. The long years have left it weak. It must feed before it gains enough power to attack the demons. The Aeon will cast its buffs now. You only need to wait.
That answers Safi's question. We will fight.
Well, that took an unexpected turn. Okay, we got Elite Door Wardens and an Aeon Lich. Apparently his buffing strategy. Okay, so we'll worry about that in a little bit. We got to deal with these Door Wardens first. They have attack of opportunity, reactive shield, shield block, aggressive block. Door Warden B will approach us first. So I think it's time to use a new spell in our arsenal called Roaring Applause. Whenever we target somebody with this, as long as they don't critically succeed, they can't use reactions, and if they fail or critically fail, it gets even worse. He's saved. That's fine. He still can't use reactions. They are not mindless. Though CL, the Aeon Lich, is immune to fear. Okay, so we can Dirge of Doom these to start. Okay, now we can maneuver pretty freely, so let's try to get buffs up and see. Some of these will fizzle, we know that. So let's give you guidance. Seals casted haste, okay. Now we need to hit this thing here, so we're gonna move Anna up. So let's try to get a good shot. That's not bad. And we do extra damage with the chaotic damage, right, from the Anarchy style rune. Here comes its friend. Going to delay until after Anna here. So we got to sustain our Roaring Applause. We can move up here. Try to hit it. Missed. Missed. And then pass out a Healer's Blessing. Retributive Strike did not work. Okay, well, we only have these big heals. Let's cast Bless. Raise our shield. It's casting Bless on itself, okay. So if we fire right here, we get an attack of opportunity from that Door Warden. So we don't really want that. So I could have done the step and then strike, I guess, but I really was trying to get the Hunter's aim here. Alright, they're resistant to piercing and slashing. Move. Sustain Roaring Applause. And really try to hit these things. There we go. Safi, this would be a good time not to fail your heal spell. Thanks, Safi. There's freedom of movement, but we do want to try to get a clear shot here. We will cast our gravity bow when we have a chance to do so, but we haven't had that yet. We got a crit. That's good. It's used its reaction up. I won't have one for a bit. Let's keep it that way. It's saved again, that's fine. doesn't get any more. We know that it's lawful. Missed.
The Aeon Lich has finished pre-buffing and will now attack. You should stay in one place and do nothing, for the sake of the plane.
Says Bless, attack bonus, shield, true seeing, automatically discover all traps and hidden doors and see invisible creatures, freedom of movement, and quickened. Okay. Cast gravity weapon. We really need to bring this thing down before the Lich arrives. Sustain that roaring applause. I really want this thing down. We're going to burn a True Strike. And we still missed. We rolled a 7 and a 6. Okay. Failed due to stupefied. Woo, what happened there? Okay, frightful presence. Let's take a look at some details here. Okay. First of all, level 8, 27 AC, immunities negative, bleed, poison, death effects, disease, paralyzed, unconscious, emotion, and fear. Resistance is 10 cold, 10 piercing, 10 slashing. Weaknesses, chaotic 15. Okay. Offense, it has a withering touch ability that deals negative damage, which means a shielder does not help against it. You can't block it. Increased bless radius because it has bless. It has heals and harms from divine spells and fear. It has True Strike, Phantom Prison, Lightning Bolt, Dimension Door, Chromatic Armor, Elemental Assessor. General abilities, Regeneration 10, Chaotic Good, positive to deactivate. This creature regains 10 hit points at the beginning of its turn. It cannot die as long as its regeneration is active. It merely drops unconscious. If it's dealt chaotic good or positive damage, the regeneration deactivates for 1 round. So Anna and Tokdar both do positive damage, so that can deactivate it. Weakness is chaotic 15. So our bow shot here doing chaotic damage will trigger weakness 15, which I guess makes up for the fact that it has resistance to piercing 10, barely, and it will deactivate the regeneration if it hits. Okay, that's what we're dealing with. Also, frightful. They can counterspell, and so it can counterspell heal 3 times at a minimum. So if I try to cast heal 3 times, it can try to counterspell it, and then assuming it has a reaction. And then Frightful Presence, when a creature first enters the aura, it makes a will save and is then immune for the rest of the encounter. And a failure, the creature's frightened 2. Success, frightened 1. Critical failure, frightened 4. So we are frightened 2, frightened 4, frightened 4, and frightened 2. Okay. Well, that's basically, if we can survive a few rounds, the frightened will eventually go away. That's left it at 1 hit point. Of course it did. Rolled a 20. Thank you. Okay. I guess there's no point in doing Dirge of Doom because CL's immune to that. So we might as well Inspire Courage, because that gives us a bonus to damage rolls and saves versus fears. It also gives us attack bonus, but Safi's already tossing out the Bless. Let's move up here. Just in case Safi gets hit hard, have that. Shield block, but he can't cast shield anymore, and the regeneration is deactivated. Safi, no one's really banged up yet. I'm sure that will change. Let's try to disrupt undead. Critically saved, took no damage. Versus DC 18, right? Because it'd normally be DC 22, but we're frightened 4. Alright, let's see how bad this gets. Casts harm. It's probably an AoE harm, isn't it? Ow. Okay. Do we need to hunt prey here? Looks like it. It'll be a bit of a survival game here. So one thing we can do is... we really want Safi to do it if we can. I'm going to delay till after Safi. Now I'm going to delay till after Anna. So we're going to try to do a 3-action heal. Which fizzle... oh right, counterspell. I forgot to get rid of that. Okay. Counterspelled. He doesn't have a reaction right now. Okay. And we can't do roaring applause on it because he's immune to emotion effects. We can't do hideous laughter for the same reason. Okay. We're still frightened 1. So we may want a magic missile. For now I'm going to heal Tokdar, give him 24 hit points back. And swing. Okay. The good news is we now can pop this safely, I guess. Which helps. Tokdar rolled a 3, 3, and a 2. Seal took 8 damage, which again keeps his regeneration deactivated. CL is going to cast an AoE Fear. Okay, so we critically frightened Tokdar, so he's running away. Hunter's Aim, oh that was a good hit. Bless Radius increased. Disrupt Undead. Critical! Oh, he rolled a 1! How about that? Well, this gives us a really good opportunity. We're still frightened 2. Only have a 35% chance to hit. So I think this is our chance to... we're going to use our Magic Missile level 3. Dealt 19 damage. Okay, he only has 13 hit points left. Tokdar runs away. So if we get this hit, we win.
The Aeon Lich is destroyed.
A lich! We defeated a lich, Scarlet! Yes!
I'm excited about our victory as well, child. But this battle leaves us without a way to penetrate the barrier, doesn't it?
I think so. It doesn't look like there's any way to shut down the spell from here.
It's all so dumb. This stuff about good and evil, and the law and chaos. If they let me remaster the rules, we wouldn't even be in this situation.
I'm sure your opinion will be taken into consideration the next time the laws of the universe are revised.
Until then, we must find another way in.
I have an idea.
Scarlet?
The Tiara of Open Skies. It's an artifact I read about. It has the power of disjunction, to suppress even the most powerful magical effects. I don't know where we could find it, but in stories it is associated with heaven, and we know an angel now.
A former angel.
Even so, it may well be our best bet. Thank you, Scarlet. Very well. Search the area, then let's return to Dawnsbury, and we will speak with Miss Brightshield. Good job, team. This fight was really tough. There's more to do, but for now, we deserve some rest.
Well, we've defeated an outsider turned undead, our most powerful opponent yet. Since we're coming into our own as adventurers, we now hit level 7. And we're going to go talk to the fallen angel Lori Brightshield about going to heaven to find the Tiara of Open Skies. Did we get... We got an Aeon Stone of Life, which is +2 hit points, so we can add it to that, sure. Got a Shocking Grass Scroll that nobody can use, and I don't think we're going to use this wounding weapon. So, anything new that got added on at level 7? Fearless Sash, Gloves of Storing, Cloak of Fire Resistance, Cloak of Elvenkind, more Boots Abounding, possibly grab those. Ring of the Ram. If you would die to your dying value becoming too high, instead your dying value becomes at 1 less and the Aeon Stone cracks and is destroyed. Interesting. But we only get a level 1 heal from it. Part of the problem is that in a game like this, unless it's like an Iron Man mode, if you have that happen, many times it's better just to restart the encounter. But it's something to consider, because I am, of course, trying to avoid dying and restarting here. More scrolls if we want them. No new real runes over here, and all this is just the usual stuff. So, alright, well, next time we shall level up and see what we can figure out with this Tier of the Open Skies to find a way to stop the Profane barrier from killing all non-evil life on the world. See you then.